With everyone we can think of who might know aught of use.
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I... What? You'd do that? Suppose there's no harm in that. It seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for you.
We could make the fruit froberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melv.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roberant, are we? Do come again.
We ought to bring this to the one expecting it.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit rubber? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure...
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my... Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long-ranged weapon. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining distance between you and your foes. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical arts. Magic. Mages can cast a wide array. However, the more powerful the spell, the longer one must spend incanting it. Thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack thieves favor light armor, which leaves them... Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to combat. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you. But I shan't take up any more...
Lots to do. How precious little... Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Always a pleasure.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him.
I only work when I fancy, but I get by.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
Well, you ought not strain yourself.
I'm in the fine day here. Fine place to ponder the higher mysteries. New skill.
Ah, you've returned. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
Goblins, Master! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Nicely done!
I merely did as duty demands.
Well, sir. You hold the enemy's focus, and I will strike them down. We are at our best when we combine our strength. Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. You've been doused in oil! You must steer clear of fire!
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust.
The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Truly? Well done!
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aid. Might I be of assistance? I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well. I will protect you.
Prepare yourself!
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come. An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Let me get that.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
A chance to recover our strength would be most welcome.
Everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer...
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait a moment.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
I grant you roaring flame. I knew you would prevail, Master.
Fight on, and victory shall be ours.
A result to be proud of.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
I'm coming to your aid!
Your aid is appreciated.
I see a ladder yonder. But we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down. Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
We ought to take a closer look.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. I've just had a thought. Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Fascinating.
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Cyclops! Pray, be on your guard.
The force of this torrent we employ for our own.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Seems we have enraged our foe.
But might we not use their rage to our advantage?
Understood.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Hold it right there.
Both worthy of caution. Not save our best will do. Really? Now?
What was that sound? Fall back!
Time we make for the capital.
You have my gratitude, sir. I had taken you for another false arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well. Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now, the road's blocked. The powerful current ought to set... Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. But for your own sake, I recommend you make your way to the capital sooner rather than later.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light. It seems I've collected a few too many things. Perhaps I ought to be more selective in future.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Now here's a surprise.